Eula Rerun, 569 days. Ganyu, no rerun for 516 days and counting. Shenhe, 559 days and counting. Recently, still no rerun since version 4.1, while Neverlet and Lini already had one. Hoyo, just what are you doing? The current rerun banner in Genshin Impact is not good and needs to be changed ASAP. In this video, I will talk about 5 main points. 1. What is a rerun banner? 2. The problem with Genshin's slow and unpredictable reruns. 3. Why is Genshin Rerun schedule so inconsistent? 4. Hoyo's attempt to address this issue and why it's not good enough. And finally, what are the solutions? Okay, let's go. Basically, it's a wish event where previously featured characters or weapons are available again for a limited time. If players miss them during their previous run, this event offers another opportunity to obtain them. Rerun banner's duration is the same as their initial banner. It is currently 3 weeks, 21 days, or 1 phase. One Genshin version has 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2, which is 42 days in total. In the earlier days of Genshin, there was only 1 banner each phase and 2 character banners every version. As we got more new characters, we now have 2 banners each phase, so 4 banners in total every version. For example, if we check Xiao's banner history on the wiki, as of October 2024, Xiao has 5 banners in total. His initial release was in version 1.3. Then, he got his rerun banner in 2.4, 2.7, 3.4, and most recently 4.4, which was early this year 2024. 2.4 and 2.7, just 3 versions apart. Way to go, Hoyo. This brings us to the next point. If we look at Genshin's 4-year history, some characters got rerun really quickly, like Xiao or Hu Tao. Others took ages, like the ones I mentioned at the start of the video. If you want to have a good visualization of this, you can check out Paimon.moe, where the website shows the character release timeline and the wait time between each rerun. I will put the link in the description below. Here's a quick table that demonstrates how slow the reruns are. This problem has been going on for a long time now. People were expressing frustration with some chronic, horrendous, and indefensible. Imagine you are a new player, the choice right after Ganyu's banner ended. You are captivated by her design kit and you want to pull for her. Fast forward 5-16 days, yep, you, me, and every other players still don't know when she will be back. In the past, aside from some outliers like Eula or Kazuha, we could expect reruns to be around 6 to 12 months. Archons are the most predictable since you are guaranteed to get 1 rerun banner each year. Take Raiden, for example. Her initial release was in 2.1, with reruns in 2.5, 2.3, 4.3, and 5.0, so you can always expect her to return with every new region. The same could be said for Venti, Zhongli, Nahida, or Farina. However, other characters that aren't Archons don't get the same treatment, as seen with the long wait times mentioned earlier. This is currently the biggest problem with Genshin Run banners. They are often too slow and highly unpredictable, making it difficult to know when a character or weapon will be available again. Why exactly is the rerun schedule so all over the place? There are a few reasons. First up, new content releases. Genshin drops a new region every year, which means introducing new characters, weapons, and storylines. These characters take up banner spot, leaving fewer spots for older characters to have a rerun. Second, event schedules. Besides major events that introduce new characters like the Archon Quest, we also have regional events featuring older characters, such as the Lantern Rite in Liyue or the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt. For instance, there's an event in 5.1 called Chromatic Ode of Candies and Roses to celebrate Nahida's birthday in Sumeru. And what do you know? Nahida's rerun banner is also in 5.1. This is a common strategy that developers often use to maximize player engagement and increase banner revenue. So, feature event characters are likely to get a rerun, which means those that aren't featured might not. Third, player demand. With limited spots, popular characters who have a meta kit and a strong fanbase tend to get more frequent reruns. For example, Yelan is crucial for many teams that need her off-field hydro application, so she had reruns quite often in 2.4, 4.0, and 4.8. This also means fewer spots for lesser demanded characters. And finally, Hoyo is playing 4D chess, similar to event schedules. Hoyo wants to build hype to maximize revenue. I know some players who are saving a lot of Primo Gems to C0, C2, and C6 a character, so a long wait will help these players have more time to save for their desired characters. Furthermore, the hype can also be for future strategic partners. Shenhe, Ganyu, Rizli, and Ayaka all have one thing in common. They are cryo characters. We are currently in Natlan, and the next region is Nesnaya, the land of cryo. Will Sidali synergize well with its cryo characters? Is Hoyo saving cryo characters for Nesnaya? I guess we just have to wait and see. Earlier this year, Hoyo introduced a new type of banner called Chronicle Wish as an attempt to address the current issue. players can select a 5-star character or weapon from a chosen list. The main requirement is that the 5-star character must have already had at least 3 banners, initial run plus 2 reruns, and hasn't appeared in recent wish events. The first Chronicle wish is more stat focused. We have QNZY, Albedo, and Eula. They already had 3 or more banners as they were released really early. Some pretty interesting weapons were included as well, like the Hunter's Path or Beacon of the Red Sea. You can select your desired character or weapon before pulling. 90 wishes for 50-50, 180 for 100%, or commonly 75 and 150 as early PT, which are all similar rules to the regular banner. You can check the wiki link for more detailed rules. However, the banner is currently not good enough for 3 main reasons. First, the requirement of characters having to appear in 3 previous banners is pretty strict. As mentioned, spots for characters to rerun are scarce, so aside from their initial release, it's really hard to fit into reruns quickly. Take Shenhe as an example. She only had 2 runs in 2.4 and 3.5. If Hoyo decides to run a Liyue Chronicle, Shenhe wouldn't make the list because she doesn't meet the requirements of 3 banners. Secondly, there's no fixed schedule, so players can't plan ahead. The Mostard banner was in version 4.5, which was March of 2024. It's currently October 2024, which is 7 months later, and there are still no signs of Liyue or Inazuma banners. When new banners are announced, we can only know the detail based on official livestream or unofficial sources. This means we have little time to decide whether to go for the new and more meta characters or save for our favorite older characters, making planning overall pretty difficult. And finally, the cost is too expensive. The fact that you need to spend the same number of wishes as regular banners for characters that were released years ago is not great. I get that Hoyo wants all characters to have the same price tag, but some players pull older characters for collection, not for meta reasons. Imagine you spend 80 pulls, which is roughly 150 bucks, and lose the 50-50 on a character that was released 3 years ago, and you still need pulls for new characters. Is this reasonable? With that said, this banner was still a step in the right direction. Looking at the statistic on Paimon.moe, there were quite a number of players pulling on this banner, and this represents only a fraction of the player base who submitted their results, not the entirety. This leads us to the 5th and final point. There are 2 main solutions: improve the Chronicle Wish and increase the frequency of rerun banners. First, Chronicle Wish. Just remove the requirement of needing 3 banners for a character to join. If popular characters can sell well, add them to the regular banner. If not, up to Chronicle they go. Hoyo can just select the characters they want to add based on the pooling data. If Hoyo decides to go by regions, one way to do it is to have at least 1 banner for each region every year, except for the 3 latest regions. For example, Sumeru, Fontaine, and Natlan are the latest ones, so players can expect Mondstadt, Liyue, and Inazuma Chronicle to appear once a year. This banner can be based on in-game events to create hype. Mondstadt Chronicle during Windbloom Festival, Liyue Chronicle during Lantern Rite, and so on. The exact timing of each one may vary, but at least players will know and can plan ahead. Another change Hoyo should make is reducing the cost. Since Hoyo can select who goes on the banner, I would suggest a lower fixed amount of wishes, such as 120 wishes for 100% chance. I find this is a good balance point. It will still follow the 50-50 rules of 90 wishes maximum, but once you reach 120, you are guaranteed the character or weapon you want. The other most realistic solution is to increase the number of regular banners. Recently, Honkai Star Rail ran quadruple banners in one phase, with Fei Xiao, Robin, Black Swan, and Kafka. Note that these characters are great for their roles and can be awesome teammates as well. Hoyo likes to experiment with the games, so they can definitely use the pooling data from Star Rail and apply the same to Genshin. I mean, we first got double banners in November 2021, and it's been almost 3 years now. Triple or quadruple banners is the next logical step. It's not something unusual, as many Genshin players have been talking about this idea for quite a while now. It's perfectly fair to expect any character to show up once or twice per year. Since Genshin is older than Star Rail, the solution of having triple or quadruple banners in one phase has a really high chance to becoming reality. I believe it just matters when they will implement this. Other than these 2 solutions, there are some decent options which are less likely to happen but still deserve a good shout. One is to reduce the duration of the banners. Each banner could run for 2 weeks or 14 days instead of 3 weeks. Since the version lasts for 6 weeks, we could have 3 phases. Each phase will still have 2 banners, making it 6 banners in total. Another idea is to have a banner marathon, which is basically a series of quick banners. Each week, players could have a set of banners that only last for 1 week or 7 days. For example, week 1, Pyro Team with Alekino and Hu Tao. Week 2, Hydro Team with Furina and Yelan. Week 3, Geo Team with Zhongli and Sidonen, and so on. You get the point. This could be done on special occasions, like an anniversary or the end of the year in December. Though, since Hoyo targets Genshin as a casual game, this solution may not align with the current business model. In conclusion, players are always looking forward to Genshin Rerun banners. When the names of Rerun characters are announced, some players see joy as the wait is finally over, while others feel frustrated as another version passes by. In my opinion, time is the most important commodity, and while you can make more money, you can't make more time. Having to wait for months and years for a specific character is not worth it. Hoyo, why so slow? Do something already, because